with a super, as I said, real estate professional. Her name is Roberta Meggs with Keller Williams Southwest. Roberta, welcome to the show.
Thank you, Bill. I am super excited to be here and on your 600th episode. Congratulations.
Thank you so much, and it is exciting. And I will tell you, I did not know you till just a few days ago.
Correct.
And what's great about the real estate community, even though there's like a zillion realtors, maybe 40,000 plus, but a lot. But when I hear someone say, hey, I know someone that's incredible, I had to give you a call and say, join us on number 600.
Well, I am very privileged to be here. I appreciate that.
So let's tell people you are a real estate professional with Keller Williams Southwest. So let's tell people, in case they might not be in Houston or listening from afar, give us an idea geographically where you're doing most of your work.
Absolutely. Most of my work is right in my backyard where I live in the Fort Bend County, which is the southwest area of the greater Houston area. So Sugar Land, Richmond, Rosenberg, Missouri City, go up to Katy, some of those parts. That's my backyard. That's where I live, I work, I play, and that's where I do the majority of my real estate. And then up in Houston, of course, too, but primarily Fort Bend County.
And, of course, as we talk about it right here on the show and around town, we know that real estate seems to be expanding in a regular, steady, very steady way everywhere. But tell us what's going on in that southwest area. It's pretty exciting, right?
Oh, Bill, I'm so glad you asked. How much time do we have? No, just kidding.
Keep going. We'll
see.
Fort
Bend, because most of Houston has been built out, especially like Sugar Land, they're tapped out right now. Richmond and Rosenberg is just booming, and there are so many new communities coming up. You've got the George, Rye Hills, 3,000 homes, lots of them, Needville, but the biggest one that everyone is talking about, or they should be talking about anyways, is called Austin Point. And if you haven't heard of Austin Point, you need to look it up. Austin Point is the largest master plan community in over 40 years in Fort Bend County. It is going to be a city within a city. I'm talking 4,700 acres, 14,000 homes, and they're expecting 50,000 people. All right. So when I say this is big, it is big. And it's not just a community. I mean, it's a lifestyle. So they're doing, it's called front porch living, right? So lots of big front porches. Garages are going to be tucked away in the back because it's really, they're calling it the walkable community where you can walk everywhere. It's going to be 1,000 acres of parks and trails. They just had their big grand opening, the 1824, and it's a venue for everything from concerts to hanging out to food trucks, you name it. It is there. And they're really trying to blend the modern with the old school, where, again, people come together and hang out and they play. So it's huge. Phase 1 is open. They've got 9 builders actively building right now in Phase 1. And maybe a couple, 2-3 weeks ago, they just launched the article that the first 20 families first moved in, and they've sold 60 homes of the 14,000 that will be up there eventually.
They've already sold 60 homes.
67, I think, is what the article
Holy
said.
smokes.
Yeah.
What's fascinating, this is the first that we've heard about it on the show.
Okay.
So you are here to tell us, and it sounds like you're an expert already on this area.
Well, it's being built in my backyard. I mean, literally down the road from where I live. I mean, it's zoned to the same high school where my daughter is, and that's a big one. People move for schools, right? You're zoned to George Ranch High School. And what's really cool about George Ranch is it's George Ranch, Reading, and Polly Ryan, 6th to 12th grade, all right there. So that's great when you got multiple kids. They're like all right there. And we're one of the top Lamar CISD schools in there. But I mean, I've watched it go up in my backyard. And again, because of where I live, I mean, new construction everywhere in Fort Bend specifically. I mean, lots of places, Richmond, Rosenberg. So it's big.
And the name again is Austin Point, right? So there's a contrast, and correct me if I'm wrong, as you're saying this, it's new construction central, sounds like, right?
Very much.
Not that far away in Sugar Land, which is about how far?
Right up the road.
Okay, so Sugar Land,
depending on what part of Sugar Land,
correct me if I'm wrong, is pretty well established, and you're not going to find new construction. Or are you?
You're not. Sugar Land is tapped out. The city of Sugar Land has a program now that they're offering people money, homeowners money, to upgrade the exterior of their home. So they're trying to find ways to still bring movement to the community. And that's interesting because, you know, when we talk home values in real estate, new growth means new schools. And schools are one of the biggest drivers of value, home value in real estate, right? And so Fort Bend. So people think Fort Bend schools, Fort Bend ISD, right? And that's great. Sugar Land just announced they're closing. Fort Bend ISD is closing 7 schools in the fall. Because people are like, well, why is that? Well,
Why?
because people haven't moved, right? Because if you move every 10 to 12 years or whatever, now these people have been in their homes for a long time. Sugar Land's very established. They've grown up. So you're not bringing in new kids. So the elementary schools went down. And we faced some of that in certain parts. And so I'm zoned to Lamar CISD. That's where George Ranch is. And Lamar is a fantastic school district as well. And what Lamar is in is called a hyper-growth district because of all this new construction. But what's interesting with the home values there is you might be zoned to one school now, but next year it might be a different one. And some of them are building their own schools already. Brookwater is just down 59 and Spur 10. It's got, I think, 7 builders out there. They have their own elementary school opening up in the fall. And so they'll be building more. But what that means is where you're zoned today might not be where you're zoned next year, and it's constantly changing. So all the growth in the establishment is creating a lot of uncertainty for some people as far as schools and home values.
All the more reason to have the right real estate
1,000%.
professional like Roberta Meggs.
Yeah, it really is. I mean, 1,000%. That's what I told people. Interesting. I was meeting with a potential client the other day, and they're like, hey, I just want a home that's really, really going to go up in value. And I was like, yeah, so do you know?
Doesn't everybody?
What are the school
Right.
districts doing right now? He's like, what? And I was like, exactly that. I mean, I do open houses every weekend, multiple ones. People come for the schools, especially in communities like Riverstone. Everyone comes to Riverstone. They come from Telfair, which is a fantastic community, but it's not the Riverstone schools. They come there for the schools. When I'm in Katy, lots of people from Lamar are actually coming up to Katy because they're just tired of all the rezoning, right? But people move for the schools. The equity is in the schools, which is also why when people talk about interest rates and they're worried about, a recession or values going down, I mean, but when you're zoned at these top schools, that's your equity proof right there. I mean, may it falter a little bit? Maybe, but people will always move for good schools, at least here. I've seen it, and I don't think that will change.
Roberta, you seem to be a little excited about real estate, just a bit, right? That's awesome. So give us an idea of all the things you could be doing. What is it about real estate that gets you so excited?
Oh my goodness, do I have to pick just one? Okay, the people. Bill, I mean, ultimately, I'm here to help people. I think so many people are living in a home that doesn't fit their lifestyle anymore.
It's key.
They've either outgrown the space, right? Not enough closet space, the kitchens, or it's too much space. Their family has moved on, or it was something when they moved into the new community, and now things have switched around them, and now their neighbors aren't the same. I mean, so many things that have changed because things are always changing in life. But they're waiting for someday, and they are afraid because they don't know what that someday looks like, and there's not a lot of clarity. And so I think I love being able to sit down with people early on in the process and say, where do you want to go? What do you want to do? And so many times, and I'm the queen of it. I already made up this whole, it can't work out because this and that and that. And how I actually got into real estate, it's funny, my husband did that for me. So the economy was down. We needed to get out of our house. He's like, hey, let's rent it out. And I was like, no way, too risky, not doing it. He's like, hold on. He broke down the data. It is doable. And I was like, okay, we'll try it. So then we did it. Then we learned a lot of what to do, what not to do. Economy rebounded. We sold it because that's when we moved here. And then we were like, hey, let's start picking up rental properties. All right. And everybody was telling us, Bill, don't do it. Wait.
It's risky.
Wait, don't do it. And they're like, no, don't buy now. Wait to buy. Wait to buy. Wait to buy. Had I listened to them, I would have never bought, and I would have been missing on appreciation. I mean, my husband's like, look, he took the data, brought me the data. He goes, Roberta, let's do the math. We put 20% down. We're making this much. We're still making money. He goes, if the interest rates go down, if it gets better, guess what? We refinance and we make more money. But if we can get the lifestyle that we want now, why not? And then if it changes, we'll refinance and we'll make it then. And again, I'm telling you, I would have been kicking myself. We would have never bought. I would have never had what I have now had I not listened to my husband. And so it's really cool because I get to have these conversations with people now who are really stuck in the someday, whether they're scared to move or scared to buy, and they really just don't know what it looks like. And it's very different. It's not a one-size-fits-all answer, right? What are your goals? What do you want to do? And where are you at? and then let's break down the data, how we get there.
Okay, give us an idea. So it sounds like you're not only an expert there at Austin Point, you're serving people, Sugar Land, all the Fort Bend area, even Katy, doing tremendous work, and you're inspiring your buyers and sellers and counseling them, I think, in a very distinctive and special way. Give us a word, Roberta, on social media, how you're using that, and, of course, the other two letters in the English language, AI. What's going on with those things, and how do you incorporate them to get the word out about Roberta Meggs?
Absolutely. That's a great question. So let's talk about social media. I'm still trying to figure out all the different platforms, but Facebook has been my main one. So if you want to connect with me, I built my business page. There's nothing on it yet, but I'm a relational person. So just friend me, Roberta Meggs, on Facebook. And I do like to share about lifestyle. I mean, real estate is lifestyles, really. So it's not just your home. It's the neighborhood that you're driving into. I always tell people you should love where you live, right? Like as you're driving into your neighborhood, that should make you happy. And if not, you need to find a different neighborhood. And so lifestyles, what are the things that you go to? So I post things about, of course, 2 boys in baseball. I'm at baseball 4 nights a week now. My daughter's in track in high school. So lifestyle things. I teach group fitness. I like that. But a lot of my real estate content honestly comes from conversations that I have with people, like real questions that people are asking at open houses. I do a lot of videos and shorts about questions that people are asking, and I get to share that because I think, hey, if 2 people that in the conversation have had this question, maybe more people would want to know. And
then how about AI?
AI. How do I not use AI?
How do you not use it? Exactly.
But let's talk about, hey, what this would mean for people listening. So yeah, you can create AI to build out your content. I'm a very authentic person. So the thing is, I created my own messaging and I just use AI to help clean it up. But I want to talk about what I want to talk about and the way I want to talk about it. But I think really a big one today is for buyers and sellers. So when we talk about sellers, now the game has changed, right? You used to be able to stick a sign in the yard and people would come want to buy your house. Now it's, we'll talk about the market in a bit. But so we use AI for optimization. I worked on a listing just now that went live, and every single photo was optimized with, hey, I've got 3 different photos of the exterior. So now I ask Claude, what are the words people are searching for that are relevant for this one?
Good one.
If it's a multi-generational home, are people searching multi-generational? Are they searching next gen? Are they searching aged in place, elderly? Right? And so we want to use those key terms. It used to be all about SEO. Now it's all about AI optimization and both of them. And so this is great. You just dump what I know, and now AI will help me use those keywords for my videos, for my listings, etc. I mean, one of the many ways.
Sounds exciting. Roberta Meggs, Keller Williams Southwest. Roberta, let's tell people how they can reach you. I know they want to reach out right now. What's the phone number?
281-512-2551. Call me. You can text me. Love phone calls, text 281-512-2551. 281-512-2551.
Roberta, thanks for being with us.
My pleasure. Thanks for having me. Very excited.